Cross. I think I'm gonna go Croce. I know y'all hate me when I don't know these ladies and gentlemen's name before I start, but again, I'll try to keep everything authentic as possible, and I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to know anything about these people before I react to them, and so sorry if I mispronounced his name, but we will learn it. You guys will teach me. That's the beauty of this. Y'all are a part of this. Y'all know I'm stupid. Y'all literally hold my hand and walk me through it. So I'm going to go Jim Croce for this first reaction. But of course, if I said it wrong, you guys let me know. Now, of course, this being my first reaction to him, we're going to do some quick research on this young man. And then we're going to get into the reaction. All right. The song is called Time in a Bottle. Time in a Bottle. That's the name of the song that we react to. But first, let's knock out this research real quick. So he was in America. Oh, wow. He was only 30 years old when he died. Oh, gosh. Please don't depress me with a sad story here. Okay, he was an American folk and rock singer and songwriter between 1966 and 1973. He released 5 studio albums and numerous singles. During this period, Croce took a series of odd jobs to pay bills while he continued to write, record, and perform concerts. After Croce formed a partnership with the songwriter and guitarist Maury Mueslin. I know I messed it up. In the early 1970s, his fortunes turned. Croce's breakthrough came in 1972. Wow. So as soon as he got his breakthrough, he died a year later. Because he died in 73. His breakthrough didn't come till 72. Already depressing me. Okay. With his third album, You Don't Mess Around with Jim, produced 3 charting singles, including Time in a Bottle. Ah, gotcha. Which reached number 1 after Croce died. The follow-up album, Life and Times, included the song Bad Leroy Brown, Croce's only number 1 hit during his lifetime. Yeah, okay. Yep, already depressing and sad. Croce's wife and early songwriting partner Ingrid continued to write and record after his death, and their son AJ Croce became a singer-songwriter in the 1990s. On September 20 of 1973, at the height of his popularity and the day before the lead single to his 5th album, I Got a Name, was released, Croce and 5 others died in a plane crash. Oh, that sucks. Not the first time we heard about that. Skinner and who else died? Plane. Patsy? Was Patsy a plane? Patsy Cline? I feel like she was a plane too, but man, I mean, and plane crashes still happen to this day. I mean, I tell people all the time, flying is not, I still hate it as a grown man, and I've been on a plane a fair amount of times. I don't cry anymore. I used to cry the entire flight. My parents used to say, yo, if we couldn't drive to it, we wouldn't go, because I cried terribly. I mean, my parents, like, when I was a baby, it was embarrassing, because I just, I couldn't stop crying, and I hate it. I hate heights. You gotta understand, when you're in a plane, you're literally cheating death. The human body we're not supposed to be up there. So anytime, and I know some flights do it, sometimes people don't, sometimes they do. But I've been on a good amount of flights, like I said, and sometimes people clap when we land because it's you take it for granted, but it's a very dangerous thing. It's efficient and fast and gets you from point A to point B in a certain period of time. But it's very dangerous. Very dangerous. R.I.P. to Jim Croce. But anyway, Time in a Bottle. Time in a Bottle. That's what we react to today. So we found out that this is a number one. We know this is a number one. We know that this is one of his biggest records. It's really, really sad that he didn't get to really enjoy the success of it the way he should have. But anyway, Jim Croce, Time in a Bottle. Let's hear it.
If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do.
Hangover. Hangover 2. Leslie and Alan, when they get on the elevator, this is the song that they sing. I know a lot of people not even gonna know what the hell I'm talking about. If you've seen the Hangover series, I think it's the second movie when they're in Bangkok, this song is sung. That is hilarious. I heard the guitar at the beginning. I was like, okay, that sounds really familiar. And then I heard the first line. I was like, wow. I mean, it's crazy. So, still my first time reaction. I've never heard the whole song. I've only heard the part that you hear in the movie. But oh wow, okay. And I like the music video with the cartoon kind of draw animation. Really like that.
If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do is to save every day till eternity passes away, just to spend them with you. If I could make days last forever, if words could make wishes come true, I'd save every day like a treasure, and then again I would spend them with you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them. I've looked around enough to know that you're the one I want to go through time with. If I had a box just for wishes and dreams that had never come true.
Real quick, it's so almost haunting, because when you consider how he died and how premature it was, when you hear the lyrics of this song, if I could save time and, spend this time with you, and, it's like when we finally get, it's like we just don't have enough time to spend it with the people and the things that we really love and that we really want to spend time on. And, that's definitely a reality that I think out of everything that hurt me the most, pertaining to my grandmother passing away, I think that was probably the part of it all that haunted me the most, and to this day, when you think about some of those wasted moments, quote unquote wasted moments, where I was in my room doing nothing, just literally just in my room doing nothing that I could have spent with my grandmother, even if it was just talking to her. If you could just, and that's why I try to do it now, even on my days where I don't feel like it. I talk to everybody, and I really try to fill up my day with things that I enjoy. Of course, you got to take care of business, got to work, got to take care of your responsibilities, but always try to spend at some point during the day, enjoy it. Spend time doing things that you genuinely love or around people that you love. It definitely will make things, a lot better. So. But it's eerie hearing this song. I'm sure this song was probably dedicated to his wife and kids. So, it's really sad.
The box would be empty except for the memory of how they were answered by you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them. Looked around enough to know you're the one I want to go through time with.
Beautiful record. Again, almost haunting considering how his life ended and everything, but a beautiful song, beautiful message. Couldn't agree more. Great record. Again, I love how simple and poetic it was. It was very poetic, as is all music, but this was the way he structured his lyrics. It was very beautiful. Love the simplicity of the instrumentation. It was really just his guitar and piano. It said so much with very few elements. It made more out of less, and I really appreciated that. Like this voice too. The song it's almost like a lullaby, and it's mainly because of his voice and the melody of it all. But he really has a soothing voice. I wouldn't say strong, or it wasn't anything special, but it was just a very soothing voice, a voice that you could hear all day. You know what I mean? It's a very pleasing voice. Really, really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. Time in a Bottle. So he wrote the lyrics after his wife. He wrote the lyrics after his wife Ingrid told him she was pregnant in December 1970. Oh wow, this just makes it even more almost like depressing. It appeared on Croce's 1972 ABC debut album, You Don't Mess Around with Jim, and was featured in the 1973 ABC made-for-television movie She Lives. After he was killed in a plane crash in September 1973, the song was aired frequently on radio, and demand for a single release built. The single of Time in a Bottle became Croce's second and final track to reach number one in the United States. Gotcha. Terry Cashman and Tommy West are the producers. Psychedelic folk is how this is labeled or classified. I'm not mad at that. Gold or platinum here in the U.S. Yeah. Great record. The song was sung by Leslie Chow and Alan Garner in an elevator in The Hangover Part 2. It has a few other filmographies. It's in The Muppet Show, X-Men, Sesame Street, Hobbs and Shaw. Wow. Yeah. Beautiful record, man. Beautiful introduction to what Definitely seems like a career cut short and ended abruptly. Again, unfortunately, right before he took off. You know, he really broke through in '72, died a year later. Literally, as they said, at the height of his success. And it seemed, because they told us that he was working, working multiple jobs to kind of fund his career and his life until he really broke. And the fact that he finally broke and had #1 records and then he passed away, I mean, it's just, life can really be really unfair, man. But as this song stated, you gotta make the most of every moment and not take your time for granted. Beautiful record. Sad story, but beautiful record. Really, really enjoyed it, man. Again, story made me sad, but overall, great record. Can't wait to hear more. Jim Croce, phenomenal record. Time in a Bottle. Can't wait to hear more. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what else from the great Jim Croce I need to check out. And don't forget that $75K giveaway. Alright? Until next time, peace.